money from the free throw line. He averaged 86%. LeBron averaged 74%.
Okay, timeout. We can't just keep looking about the... And first of all, I want to clarify here with everyone. I'm not a huge stats guy. I only care about the important stats, like team stats.
You just said stats were important.
I said team stats were. I did not say that individual stats were.
Team stats, you said stats. So you're giving the viewers meaning overall stats.
Timeout. Let me clarify. I said team stats are crucial. And if I said individual stats, that was my bad. I didn't mean to say that.
Rewind the show right now.
Okay, thank you very much. Alright. Sorry about that. But, look, it was a good call. I liked your opinion. But, come on. I don't look at individual stats that way. I know LeBron's not that great of a free throw shooter, but you can't... When you watch the film, let me tell you something. I believe that stats don't tell game stories. Stats don't tell who a player is. The film never lies. What you see on the floor, what you see on TV, that never lies. Stats always lie. Look at all those NBA fans who say Russell Westbrook shoots too much. They're not looking at Kevin Durant not being wide open. They're not looking at Kevin Durant, being really tightly defended. They're not watching the game. If you watch the game completely for the whole 48 minutes, you can see LeBron James as a better player than Kevin Durant. It's very, very clear. And some people, they just dissect a few minutes on the floor. That's not fair analysis. That's not the way you critique a player. You critique for the whole 48 minutes. You critique for the whole entire game. If you do otherwise, that's totally uncalled for. That's injustice to a player. And that's the problem with LeBron James criticism. It's psychoanalyzing on 2 minutes. 2 minutes of absolute nonsense. And I'm sorry to say that, but some of these analysts or commentators who come on here who say that LeBron isn't clutch are completely wrong. He makes the right decisions when it really matters most. When he catches the ball, it's a different defensive scheme. They put up a different defensive scheme. Look against Dallas. Okay, remember when they went to the finals against Dallas? We looked at James and we said, and people said, oh, look at LeBron, he's not clutch. He only scored 2 points in the fourth quarter. Oh my God, what is he going to do? Dallas was playing a zone. Dallas was switching up the defense. Every time LeBron James caught the ball, it was a different look on defense. Go ask Mark Cuban that. He went on a nationally syndicated show and said that. You look at LeBron, they couldn't dissect the zone because Spoelstra and company could not figure out and draw up a way to dissect that 2-3 zone and to break it passing wise. They could not. They were trying to dribble through a zone and that doesn't work. Dallas was just trying to eliminate the star power of Miami and hope that Chalmers and Miller would come up big time, but they didn't. So we can't put all the blame on LeBron James. There's got to be a time where we need to stop, where we need to understand the greatness of LeBron. We need to understand that this guy ranks up with one of the best to ever play. And those of you who dispute that with statistics, you can throw numbers all you want, but the film never lies. When you watch the film and it shows you that LeBron's a better player, and you may say, oh, that's very subjective, that's your opinion. But let me tell you something. Mechanic-wise, skill-wise, you can see it on the floor. You can see that big difference on the floor. You can really see it. I'm going to ask you this. Can Kevin Durant play all 5 positions on the basketball floor? No. No, he can't. He can play swing man, which is shooting guard, small forward, 2 and 3. Point guard, not really. Center, no. He doesn't have as great post defensive skills as LeBron James. So you can't just keep looking at LeBron and saying, oh, he's terrible, oh, he's this, oh, he's that. Give him a chance. Give him a break. And if you still want to call, and we have the same guy who's calling again. Yes, hello, you're calling again. How are you?
Hello. You just said
No, I said, excuse me.
You said he only plays
I said he couldn't play the 5 spot.
only plays wingman and 3. He's a good ball handler. He's a shooting guard, point guard, small forward.
He cannot play the point guard position as well.
He brings the ball up the court sometimes with the Thunder.
Okay, you can bring a timeout.
You right now are unreasonable.
You can bring up all the floor.
You are obviously a little confused.
Can I?
He's a better post player than LeBron. Way better post player. I'll give LeBron better defense. But Kevin Durant's still developing.
Okay, can you? First of all, you're taking my words out of context, and you need to let me talk a little bit. This is
I'll talk when I need to talk.
Okay, well, time out for a second. Just hold on to your thoughts real quick. Durant, okay, when you look at point guard wise, who has, and I'm not saying that Durant's not going to be good. I think Durant's going to be a great player, but I'm saying today, 2012, LeBron James is better. That's all I'm saying. I'm not coming out here and saying Kevin Durant's a scrub.
Considering the reason LeBron brings up the ball more is because they don't have a good point guard. Look at the Thunder's point guard, Russell Westbrook. Look at other guard, James Harden. They have people who can get in the ball.
Okay, but honestly, who's a better distributor, Kevin Durant or LeBron James?
LeBron James. Who's a better rebounder, Kevin Durant or LeBron James?
No, okay, I'm saying distributing-wise. I'm saying assist-wise. Who's better, LeBron?
I said LeBron. Who's a better rebounder, LeBron or Durant?
LeBron.
Really? Okay, I see what you're getting to right now. You're trying.
No, I'm just being... And thank you for the call, but... I'm just being honest. I'm being honest here. You guys can throw out all the stats you want, but this is what I firmly believe. I'm not trying to spark any controversy here. I just believe the fact that LeBron James at this point is a better player. And dispute it all you want, criticize me all you want. This is what I firmly believe. I remember when I came out here, my very first show, and I say I believe in everything I say. I do believe in everything I say. I'm not going to hold back my LeBron James opinion. I'm sorry, but you can tell me that Kevin Durant's a better rebounder, but I firmly believe that LeBron James is a better rebounder. He's had some signature moments rebounding-wise that will always stick with me that I've seen. Durant, he's a good rebounder, but not to the level of LeBron James. Alright, we're going to move off the LeBron James topic and move on. We'll go to Javale Mcgee. He had a really good workout with Hakeem Olajuwon. The dream at his own gym. We'll talk about how that went and how Javale Mcgee could be one of the better centers in the league. And possibly we'll hear what Hakeem has to say about Javale Mcgee maybe going to be the best center in the league. We'll talk about that in a moment. Hello, I am back here. We're going to talk about Javale Mcgee, his workout with the dream, Hakeem Olajuwon. He's absolutely, we know as Hakeem is, to me, I've come out here and said he's the best offensive center, skills-wise, with his post moves. And with that silky smooth jump shot and that dream shake that he had, I've said that before. And the workout with Hakeem Olajuwon was very, very good for JaVale McGee. Olajuwon said to a Fox affiliate in Houston that no question I see him as another star. That guy should dominate the league. He has tremendous talent. I gave him all the moves, and he can finish, and he's already skilled. Look, to me, I have to say with the way that JaVale McGee is, and by the way, this is by Benjamin Hodgman, who's a superb writer on the Denver Post. I look at this whole situation here with McGee, and some are saying he's immature, but I think he's matured over these past couple of times. McGee's been really, really, really superb talent-wise. I look at this, and I'm really proud of Mcgee's development and committed and willingness to go to Akeem, to go through the whole process, and to learn post moves that many guys haven't done in this league. Let's say the up and under is pretty normal, but the spin hook, these other moves, these post moves that Olajuwon offers to the table. I thought it was a great job by Mcgee. It's going to enhance his skills. Denver is such a good squad. People are going to forget that Denver, they got Iguodala. They have their whole talent-wise, Denver can compete with anyone in the Western Conference, talent-wise. And Denver, to me, is a team that many will say, oh, well, they don't have a closer. I'll say Andre Iguodala is a pretty good closer. I think he's a solid closer for this Denver team in the future. And McGee's going to be a guy who you could put back to the basket, doing different moves in the post. His defense, Mcgee, we already know that his defense is top notch in this league. Especially we've seen him blocking shots and rebounding wise. Scoring wise, he's good at alley-oops. He can knock down that hook shot. But if he adds a more skill set, besides the jump hook, what about a counter move to that? That's what Akeem Olajuwon has made his name for, that counter move. When Akeem would, his first move would be the jump hook, next move would be with the fake jump hook, up and under move for a layup. Akeem always mixes it up. I think he's going to provide Mcgee with counters to a guy like Dwight Howard. He's going to be facing Dwight Howard a lot in the Western Conference, and I know Dwight went to Akeem, but still, it's going to be harder for Dwight, and I think it makes Denver, this decision by Mcgee makes Denver a possible threat to beat LA. I think it makes Denver a possible threat to compete with LA, with the Lakers and the Clippers, and it seems to me that this Denver team has talent all the way through. Every man on their roster has talent to compete and to get into the game. They have a great bench. They have Al Harrington, who can light it up, as I've said so many times, as we've got another caller here. Hello, what do you want to say here on the Cameron Sadeghi Show?
Hello, Cameron. I would like to ask, do you think Mcgee can be one of the best centers in NBA?
Yes, I think 3 to 4 years down the line, definitely. This guy has the defensive skills that Dwight Howard, similar to Dwight Howard. He's got the post moves that Olajuwon taught him. Now he's more mature because now he's in a better situation. If he stays in this system with George Karl in Denver, this guy can be a force in this league, and he could be the best center in this league.
Alright, thanks, Cameron.
Alright, thank you there. And you say, well, Dwight Howard's the best center. Yes, he is. But in a few years, I can say that Dwight, this man and Mcgee is going to give you your run for your money in a few years. This guy will be, he's a high competitor, very emotional guy. This guy brings the it factor to the table. This is the type of guy I would want on my team. Definitely would want this guy on my team to compete on this level. Alright, I have a quick story to share with you guys, and this is more NFL, and it has to do with a guy that I really love. This guy as a football player. He's a really good person. He's a good citizen, a good Samaritan, but he went through a scam. Yes. Ex-NFL running back Fred Taylor forgives former agent who defrauded him of millions, according to Eric Adelson of Yahoo Sports. I look at this, and Taylor said I had to forgive him. Taylor said he learned a lot. He became a better man with this, and